Action as we're watching the Marvel Studios Avenger.
To bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same.
Spider-Man with his Spidey senses.
Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe.
Oh.
But this does put a smile on my face.
Oh. Oh yeah. Part 1.
Who the hell are you guys?
The Guardians of the Galaxy. They show up at the end of the trailer. How many times have I watched the trailer? Not that much. Have you seen my videos today? I've been busy. I've been busy. My news channel, I can't even put out videos. For some reason, it's weird. They won't let any politics. I tried to talk about North Korea. They wouldn't let that go. They wouldn't let a lot of stuff fly over there. I don't know what's happening with YouTube, dude. For real. Oh yeah, if you guys want to make donations on this page, you can. It's official. You can do that now. But going to this trailer, this is nothing but epic. It's just that Thanos don't look. I like the way he looked in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
There was an idea.
Then I like the way he looks now. He looks more human.
together a group of remarkable people.
It's like they lighten him up.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us,
Now I want to see what sequence this is. I think it's going to be a dream sequence when they actually have Vision in there with
a group of remarkable people.
with the mind gem. I think it's something that she's probably looking at with her and Vision. You see how he is with the mind gem on his head? I'm thinking maybe he's kind of part human. Oh, he's Jarvis. And he's all artificial intelligence, but he loves Elizabeth Olsen. And who wouldn't? She's the best out of the Olsens.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles.
Now, this ties a lot more into Thor than a Guardian of the Galaxy. As you can see, it seems we now know that Loki took the Tesseract, which that was no secret from Thor. We all know he took the Tesseract.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people. To see if we could become something more.
Now we see Thanos on here. He has the power gem and he has the Tesseract. And then it looks like they're peeling out the yellow one. The one that that we all knew that would come from Vision. They're peeling that one right from his head.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny.
See?
You will know what it's like to lose.
It looks like the Incredible Hulk came. It looks like Doctor Strange brought the Incredible Hulk to Earth. And he came and tore up the place where they have him.
Desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same.
Spider-Man, it was cool to see his Spidey senses work. How his hair stood up on his arm when he sensed danger. And it looked like a portal opening in the middle of New York City. Because why not? It's New York City, right? I didn't see Andy Warlock.
Dread it. Run.
Now, from this point here, it looks like Thanos comes aboard the ship that Thor and them is on and just wipes out the Asgardians. And Loki provides him with the Tesseract.
Destiny still.
It looked just like that. He's got the Iron Spidey machine. It doesn't seem to be working. I don't know what this is Thor is trying to hold away from him.
And we get this man a shield.
So it looks like they're going to give Captain America a new shield in this one. And who's better to design one than Black Panther and his people?
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe.
I don't know what this machine is doing, but it seems to be taking the Infinity gem or stone from Vision's head. Which we all knew was going to happen, right?
But this does put a smile on life.
He's got two. Now, the fact that he has the power gem and the Tesseract already must have let you know he went to the Nova Corps to get it because the Nova Corps has the power gem. That was the one that was in Guardians of the Galaxy. If you can remember that. Anybody remember that? From Guardians? And don't forget, you can make donations here in the Super Chat. The Super Chat, I activated it on this one. So you can make the donations here while we still got to go to court with the NBA over there in a week. Your boy Carcino is taking the NBA to court. Now, what you see here in this battle is the portal open and all these guys from other realms who have teamed up with Thanos. It's not like everybody in the universe is against Thanos. A lot of them are in fear of Thanos. So they're there fighting on his behalf. There are so many people fighting in here. Well, here's the thing. The National Basketball Association decided that I was violating the streaming policy and this and that, which was a lie. The only reason that they did, the only reason the NBA did what they did was to protect their own stream. They want to take and throw fraudulent, they want to make fraudulent claims that people were using illegal streams and use their power to use takedown notices as if they have legal papers. Now they have to provide evidence and proof that they have legal papers against me because I filed a counter notification against them. That's not the point, Zach. That's exactly what it is, Zach. They know I'm not showing the games. What they want to do is take down my stream because my stream was taking away views from their stream. So what they're doing is just eliminating any type of other streams that are going on that are similar to what they are because they want everybody to go to their stream. Yeah, so they're seeing my stream is getting like 5,000 people in the stream. They're like, those 5,000 people could be on our stream watching the game. Take him down. He's violating something. So there they go. Boom. Knock me down. And put up this fake notification thing and try to block me. So I can't go and live again and do it. Even though I can do it from my other accounts. It's fake. They know it's fake. And now they're going to have to show proof. That's how the NBA are.
Who the hell are you guys?
Thank you, Mr. Sledge. I appreciate that. My first donation on this site came from Mr. Sledge. Burundi. Burundi. Born on a Monday. I feel okay. I feel like I gotta get out of here though and flush my system out a little bit. Get some air. Sometimes it get a little stuffy here in the house. Solomon Burundi, born on a Monday. Now I won't let them silence me. I need to do some grocery shopping. Only thing I got left is some Honey Nut Cheerios. And KG made them famous. I think he got a lifetime supply. My news channel? Which channel? Well, you must have missed my report on my news channel. They've taken down a lot of my videos. You guys just haven't seen them. They took down the one I did about North Korea. They took down the one I did about Libya. They took down every video. You think that I just haven't been posting any news video? They don't allow it. If it's coming from me, they definitely don't want to hear it. I've caused a lot of waves. There is no more freedom of press. You can't say what you want to say no more. I talked about the girl supposed to be LeBron James, and everybody retweeted all these celebrities got involved. Her captor, or the guy who was extorting her and making her do things. A 16-year-old girl, they gave 80-some years in prison for killing her captor. And they wouldn't let me put any news up. Every time I put up a video, they say, oh, you cannot do this. This is in violation of all the terrorists. To my garage go all the way down. Because last night it didn't go all the way down. And I had problems ever since. Well, you're in a situation now where when I'm going back to Vegas, Frank, I have no idea. I go where the money takes me. If there's money to be made in Vegas, I'll be right there in Las Vegas. If there's no money to be made in Vegas, no need to be in Las Vegas. I'm at the point now that I don't really gamble as much as I used to when I'm in Vegas. I used to come to Vegas just to gamble. That used to be my directive, the goal, everything. We in Vegas? Yeah, gamble. That's it. Well, we're in a bad area right now. I'm outside, so we're dealing with regular Wi-Fi in this very limited area. So what did you guys think about the Avengers trailer? I'm more intrigued than anything, but I'm not excited with the way Thanos look. His look is entirely different compared. We've seen Thanos 3 times. And one, he looked like a purple cartoon, which was to be expected. And the second time we've seen him, you know, he looked like, I was like, okay, this is the perfect look when he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. That was the perfect look for Thanos. When he was sitting in the chair, boy, your politics bore me. That's the Thanos I wanted to see. Then, oh yeah, let me put my seatbelt on. Now he looks more human. He looks more human than anything. He looked like Hellboy. I'm like, is Ron Perlman playing him? He looked more human than anything. Now, what has happened here is that they've changed the format. Before, it used to be Infinity War Part 1 and then Part 2. They're not promoting that no more. Now this is just Infinity War. I'm like, are they still doing 1 and 2? There's another Avenger movie coming out, but I don't know if it's going to be called Infinity War now. I don't know what's it going to be. Marvel is very good at creating the unknown. DC's having a hard time because it seems like they have no plan. They have no direction. Everything is resulting on the next film. So when Wonder Woman was a success for them, they were like, yes, we've done it. Now they was like, okay, we can do it now. We're back. We're in the game. And the next movie, Justice League, which to me, I would watch Justice League 100 more times than I would watch Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman is the better film. But Justice League is better watchable quality time for. If you're a kid, you'll enjoy watching Justice League more than you would watching Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is a good story. It has some action in it, but it's more period based. Now, this is in modern times. And it just like everybody seemed to have their own scene rather than them all really interacting with each other, but that was for a reason. Everyone had to learn to come together. That's what the song was about. Come together right now over me. And the thing was, and you guys didn't know this, but when Guardians of the Galaxy first came out for the sequel, the song that they were going to use was Come Together. And I'm glad they didn't use that because, you know, they're like, hey, we're using that song. So they're like, all right, well, forget it. They're using the song. So they went with The Chain, which was a much better song. And it symbolized a lot of what was going on in the film. You must never break the chain. You must never begin. Still saying you must never break the chain. Fleetwood Mac, The Chain. And what that symbolized was them staying together. Which was just like the Guardians of the Galaxy. The team split up, which the song was saying how the chain was loose. And at the end of the song, it's basically saying the chain remains. And that was, they play the music twice in the song. When they split up, they're playing the chain. And when they come back together, they play the chain. So it fit more than Come Together, which has been played 1,001 times in every movie. Come together right now. Michael Jackson owns that song, by the way. His catalog owns that song. And as you guessed, it caused a lot of problems. Come Together is like a classic song that they want to use over and over again in instrumental. Sony didn't get the catalog. They got some of the catalog. His family still owns a portion of Michael's catalog. Sony didn't get all of the songs back, no. No, it's just too many cooks in the kitchen. When you got too many people changing directions, then they bring Zack Snyder is not good he's good at scenes. He's good at the look of a film. All Zack Snyder movies are the same. Their characters would look great, but he's not good at telling a story. The story will always get colluded with everything else. Everything with him is dark. If you remember that film he did, where all the action scenes were great, but the rest of the movie was so confusing and it sucked. But it was it was great when they went into the dream sequences. When a girl was stuck in the mental institution, that film. And I walked out of there saying, they should have just showed me the clips of the dream sequences. No, he's good for the look of a film. He just needed to have someone help him with the story. Now, I saw what happened when they brought in the man from Marvel, whose name I always forget. They brought him in because he got into it with Kevin Feige, Josh Whedon. They brought in Josh Whedon, and Josh Whedon has a very big ego. So they figured that out, and he's like, okay, you're the problem. So right now they're having a fight with him with DC, which I knew was going to happen. I mean, the things he was able to get away with at Marvel, you can't even think about getting away with that at DC. Because DC and Warner Brothers, that's exactly what they do. They gonna Warner Brothers real quick. Look, don't cross us. This is your warning. Don't cross Warner Brothers. They will green light something. They had their money ready. The next thing you know, at the last minute, they'll pull all of it away. No money, no nothing. You'll be like, where's my stuff? Don't matter. It's not here no more. Sucker Punch. Yep, that's the name of that movie. Sucker Punch. Man, that's exactly what I got, a sucker punch. I did a movie review on that, saying the dream sequences was nice, and the only thing that was great in that film was Oscar Isaacs. Oscar Isaacs, that's when I discovered him. I said, whoever he is, he can act. He is great. He was the only great thing in that movie. The actress that was the star in that movie, I think they started just threw her back in Canada somewhere. But if you know, it was very visually stunning to look at, but the story is convoluted. And look at all the Marvel movies they put out. The Batman versus Superman, that story made more sense than anything else they had. Zack, he doesn't know how to do story. That's why they brought Josh Whedon in to try to fix the movies. You gotta pay for cards now? This is nuts. They charge people for cards and stuff now. I'm in the wrong store. See what happened when I come outside? I'm just gonna grab some stuff real quick and get out real quick. So I'm already not liking it. But Batman versus Superman story was not bad. It was just the execution of how it was laid out wasn't that great. Trying to tie in Lois Lane too much and giving her little crazy things to do. It was like, it's not about her. Let's kind of push her out of there. Save her for a lone Superman story. Like, we do not need to see Natalie Portman and Thor in any more of his adventures. I'm glad it had it where they broke up. Good, they broke up. We don't need to see the breakup. We don't need no argument. We need her just out the picture completely. She was one of the main problems with Thor: The Dark World. No, they shouldn't. I like the way that the films are dark. I don't want it too much fluff. You saw what happened when they put too much fluff into the Justice League. All the stuff Josh Whedon brought from Marvel over to Justice League, you could get a movie. Superman with a personality. He's laughing now and cracking jokes. I'm like, that ain't Superman. And some of it it worked a little bit and some of it did not. I can't wait to see the Zack Snyder version of it. You know, he fits more of a Batman than anything because his whole style is goth anyway. So he's perfect for that mode. But the thing is that you got to sell this to children. The kids got to go out and buy all the merchandise. The parents got to go buy it for the kids. And if the kids can't sit there and watch a superhero movie over and over again, then it kind of dies on the vine. So some things started to light up quicker than others. I'm here to spend your $5 for the super chat. Thanks for the donation too. We appreciate it.
We don't have any saltine crackers.
Huh?
Hey, big ups to you too. Well, that's the thing. When they're on the course to beat Marvel, once you see the Justice League, when they do the Hall of Justice, if they ever continue with that pattern and do the Hall of Justice, I think they're gonna abandon the dark side thing and kind of put the dark side to the past. They made a lot of mistakes with that film. But looking at Justice League right now, and I mean looking at the Avengers right now, the Infinity War, I want to see more. Like, I'm intrigued, which is what you need to do. That was the proper way to handle it, was to have people intrigued. That is the goal. That's your ultimate goal, is to have people intrigued. If people are intrigued, then they will go and witness it and say, I want to see it. And that's the object of a trailer, is to have people intrigued enough to go and watch the product on the screen. That's the goal. Now, I don't know what everybody else's goal is. I think it would be the better movie, but they keep trying to launch Green Lantern first. It's like, why? The Green Lantern movie wasn't that bad. It was poorly executed. You had two villains that didn't need to be. The CGI, I thought, was just terrible. When they got to the Green Lantern part, they just had him out in space with a green platform. I granted they didn't have enough money to pull it off, but alright, well, let me get my 3 items and get out of here. These people are doing something called Christmas shopping. Something that I don't want to be a part of. So let me get up out of here.